Hey y'all, it's Dobbs here. I'm excited to share this little motivational video for you. I actually heard this sermon in January, and I know it's May now, but I thought it's so fitting to where we are in life right now. So, it's the end of the year. For like most people, you're probably going through finals right now, whether you're in high school or you're in college. You have a lot of exams and tests coming up and really big assignments that are due. And so it's so easy to get caught up in all the stress and all the late nights. And I know for me, I've had a few nights where I'm just like, well, I'll be tired for the next 2 weeks and then I'll be over. So it's fine. I'll just be exhausted and, kill myself studying for these tests for these next few weeks and then I'll be fine. But I want to point your attention to Isaiah chapter 40, verses 25 through 31. Isaiah 40, verse 25 through 31 says, "To whom will you compare me, or who is my equal, says the Holy One? Lift up your eyes and look to the heavens. Who created all these? He who brings out the starry host one by one, and calls forth each of them by name. Because of his great power and mighty strength, not one of them is missing. Why do you complain, Jacob? Why do you say, Israel, my way is hidden from the Lord, my cause is disregarded by my God? Do you not know? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He will not grow tired or weary, and his understanding no one can fathom. He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." Now, I know that's kind of a long few verses there, so I hope you paid attention. But guys, we are not supposed to be exhausted. God did not make us who we are, what we do, how we live to be exhausted. He didn't make us like that. Exhaustion is not in God's plan anywhere for us. If you read those 6 verses there's not one piece that even gives a hint that we are supposed to be tired and exhausted all the time. I mean, it says here we're made to run and not grow weary. Guys, burnout is not supposed to be our default. That's not what God wants us to do. We're made to live with and in momentum. So just no matter what you're going through right now, whether it's in athletics, in academics, in your job, in a relationship, whatever it is, maybe it's stressful right now. Maybe something's going on. But do keep in mind to not overdo it, but also to keep pushing hard. So I know that's kind of a hard thing to wrap your mind around, that we're not supposed to be exhausted, but we're supposed to give our hardest and give our best and give 100%, 110% all the time. But y'all, we're not supposed to burn out. That's not what God wants. So if you need to take a rest, not necessarily mean quit, but if you need to take a rest, there's nothing wrong with that. There's a difference between stepping out of the race and slowing down your pace. Those are 2 completely different things. You can slow down in your relationship. You can slow down in your job, athletics, academics. You can rest. God wants us to rest. But you don't have to quit. They're 2 totally different things. So that's the first part I gathered out of this sermon I heard in January, as well as just reading Isaiah 40, 25 through 31. And then the second part that I took out of it is, why is the end goal of this verse, it says soar, run, and then walk. Now, why is walk the end goal of this verse? Isn't that weird? Isn't walking supposed to be stress-free and easy? I don't know, that stood out to me. That's weird. And so in the sermon, the pastor was talking about, first we're supposed to soar, and then we're supposed to run. I don't know about you, but I've never soared before. But I can imagine that soaring would be pretty hard. So, yeah. And then running, I'm an athlete, but no one likes to run. If you do track, then you go, girl. Good for you. But soaring and running, those are 2 hard things. Those aren't easy things. And then you get to walking, and that's easy. But the thing is, walking comes usually after you've been through something hard. Walking comes as your cool down of the workout. But you still have to go through the workout before. You still have to do all the burpees. You still have to do the sprints and the miles and the runs and whatever it may be before you can even walk. So the point is here, we may have to soar first, and we may have to run. Maybe that's fun, maybe it comes with prizes, maybe it comes with victories along the way, but those two things are hard things. They're not easy. Then, after we do the hard, after we go through hell, after we do that hard workout, after we're dying and dripping in sweat, then we can walk. Then we can relax. Walking is the cool down. And the thing about it too is people may see the walking. They may see you doing the walking and think, oh, it's easy and it's simple, and maybe, oh, you're just walking. What's hard about your life? You're just walking. But you see, they don't see what's behind the walking. They don't see the running and the soaring and everything you've been through, all that pain. Maybe it's, like I said, maybe it's about a workout. They walk outside, they see you doing your cool down. Your cooling down is walking around the track. They didn't see the 10 laps you did before that, or the 6 200-yard sprints you did before that, or anything else. You see, all they see is the walking. And everyone just wants to be walking. Everyone wants to walk. Everyone wants to do the easy. But they don't understand there's a lot behind the walking. Like I said, you may have to go through hell before you get to heaven, before you can start walking. So, just altogether, I don't know. Basically, you just have to find a balance of it. You have to understand that we are not made to be exhausted. We are not made to be tired. So in all of this time of studying and finals and chaos and whatever you're going through right now, know that you're not made to be tired. God is not making your life hard to be tired. God's not making your life hard. Your life may be hard. You may have to go through the hard stuff, and maybe it's not even that hard, but it's more difficult than walking. So you just have to do a little bit more hard stuff before you're able to settle down, before you're able to walk. So in all, just don't settle for your own demise. Don't do that. Don't settle for exhaustion. Don't settle for being tired. That's not what God wants. God wants you to be joyful. God is an everlasting God, and He says that He will renew the strength of those who hope in Him. If you hope in Him, your strength will be renewed. I don't know about you, but if you've ever been to a spa or gotten a massage or just had something super relaxing day, and then you just get home from your nice day and you're sitting on your bed or whatever, and you just feel like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. You're just completely renewed. That's how God does to us every single day. That's what He does to us every single day. If we hope in God, He will renew our strength. It says in the Bible, He's going to do it, and God is an unfailing God of His promises. He will never fail us. He will never do it. He will never fail us. And also, just don't let life get the best of you. People always say that, oh, life's just getting the best of me right now. Don't let it happen. God does not want life to get the best of you. He wants you to get the best of life, not the other way around. There's a difference in putting 100% in and being joyful about it versus letting life take the 100% away from you and being drained. That's a difference. So yeah, just, I don't know, it's a big balance. There's a lot of balance to it. Yes, you have to push yourself. Yes, you have to go hard. But you also don't need to be exhausted all the time. So hope in God, and your strength will be renewed. That's the good thing about all this. It may sound tough, but God will renew your strength if you hope in Him. So yeah, like I said, at the same time, it doesn't mean we're not going to be tired. We're going to be tired. But God doesn't want us to be exhausted. So even if you're tired right now, even if you're going through these finals right now, just push through. God made us people of momentum. God made us humans of endurance. So push through, because sooner or later you'll find out that you will be walking and you'll be enjoying life and you'll be joyful. And I hope you're doing that now. You should be doing that now. I pray that you're doing that now. But if you're not, just keep waiting on God. Because sometimes, like I said, you have to do the soaring, you have to do the running before you can do the walking. But trust me, man, when you get there, that walking, everything that you've done before it is so worth it. It's so worth the energy putting in it now to serve God so you can be able to walk with Him later. I hope you enjoyed this video today. I feel like I kind of rambled, so I hope y'all understood everything I said. But yeah, like, main point is God made us humans of endurance. So whatever you're going through right now, whatever is happening in your life, whether it's in school right now with finals or work or relationship or whatever, like, just keep pushing through, because God made us to not be tired. We may be a little bit tired sometimes, but He didn't make us to be exhausted. He didn't make us to be burnout. He doesn't want that to happen to us. He will renew our strength. So just be encouraged in this time of what may seem like exhaustion to you and the hard times of finals, because I know I'm really talking to myself right now as I start getting stressed about exams and finals and everything coming up in school. But guys, just be encouraged. And if you are encouraged, if you feel like you're doing fine, try to help other people out too, you know? Encourage them. Pass along this video, pass along this word, pass along Isaiah 40, 25 through 31. And just soar, run, and then walk with God.